let me tell you about the time my family faced an aswang. It was a dark period in our hometown, a small village nestled between dense forests and a winding river. We had heard tales of the aswang, but never believed them until it came for us. My name is Rosa, and I was 15 when it happened. We lived in a humble house on the outskirts of the village. My family consisted of my parents, my younger brother Tomas, and our grandmother, Lola Maria. Lola was always telling us stories about the aswang, a shape-shifting creature that fed on human flesh. We thought they were just old wives' tales. One night, Lola Maria began acting strangely. She stared out the window for hours, muttering prayers. "It's coming," she said, "the aswang is near." We all felt a chill run down our spines, but my father tried to reassure us. "It's just her imagination," he said. But that night, strange things started to happen. We heard scratching on the walls, whispers in the wind, and saw shadows moving just out of sight. The next day, we found our chickens dead, their bodies drained of blood. My father, now worried, decided to stay up all night, watching over the house with a machete in hand. That night, I couldn't sleep. Around midnight, I heard it, a low, guttural growl. My father motioned for us to stay quiet. The sound grew louder, and then we saw it. A creature, half human, half bat, with red eyes and sharp claws, creeping towards our house. "It's the aswang," Lola Maria whispered. My father sprang into action, brandishing his machete. The creature lunged at him, but he swung his weapon, managing to cut its arm. The aswang screeched and retreated into the shadows. "We need to fight it," my father said, "or it will come back." The next morning, we prepared. Lola Maria mixed a concoction of salt and garlic, known to repel aswangs. My mother spread it around the house while my father sharpened his machete. Tomas and I made wooden stakes, just in case. Night fell, and we were ready. The air was thick with tension. Just as we feared, the aswang returned, more furious than before. It attacked with a frenzy, but we were prepared. My father fought bravely, striking at the creature while my mother threw salt and garlic at it, causing it to shriek in pain. Suddenly, the aswang turned its attention to Tomas, who was standing frozen in fear. Without thinking, I grabbed a stake and ran towards the creature, plunging it into its back. The aswang let out a final, agonizing scream before collapsing into a heap. We stood there, panting, covered in sweat and dirt. The aswang was dead, but we knew the danger wasn't completely over. Lola Maria told us that once an aswang is defeated, its spirit can seek revenge. So, we remained vigilant. Every night, we stayed on guard, ready to protect our family and our home. The village heard of our bravery and rallied together, strengthening their defenses against any future threats. And that's how we survived the terror of the aswang. It left a mark on us, but it also brought our family closer. We learned that the stories Lola Maria told were not just tales to scare children but warnings to keep us prepared for the unknown horrors lurking in the shadows.